New assembly animation. ZW3D 2025 reconstructs the assembly animation module. The new assembly animation module supports timeline animation and the ability to add keyframes. It is also possible to quickly update the state of the assembly and quickly generate animations for different configurations. Explode animations can also be quickly imported into assembly animations to generate complete assembly animations. Next, we use the push-out mechanism of the injection molding machine model to demonstrate the improved assembly animation. Let's go to the interface of assembly animation. The assembly animation module has a new UI design. It has the following modules: create new assembly animation and import explode animation. Create different types of keyframe. Perform measurement and interference check of the assembly animation. Perform animation setup. Now, let's see how to animate a view change. Simply click on the View and Camera command and select different points in the timeline. Drag and rotate the view to quickly animate the view change. After generating the animation, if we change the display state of the part under assembly, such as color, blank or unblank, etc., and return to the assembly animation environment, the state will be immediately synchronized to the generated animation. At this point, the assembly animation icon indicates that the assembly animation is out of date, and if we need to export the animation, we need to recalculate the animation. The assembly animation module of ZW3D 2025 supports various different ways of creating keyframes, such as position keyframes. In this example, we would like to demonstrate the motion of the mechanism. Let the mechanism perform a telescoping motion, and finally let the connecting rod push out. So here we need to modify the parameters of the existing constraints in the assembly by modifying the values of the distance constraints in different keyframes to make the model move. The keyframes can be created quickly by selecting the relevant component, checking the corresponding constraints, and modifying the parameters. Next, let's finish setting the position keyframes for the component animation. In addition to creating positional keyframes in the ribbon, we can also quickly create keyframes in the timeline by right-clicking on the keyframes and modifying the parameters to quickly generate position keyframes for the animation. Another important change of assembly animation is appearance keyframes. ZW3D 2025 supports modifying the color, display mode, transparency of parts during the animation, so that the model can change its appearance as needed during the animation presentation. Here we want the columns of this model to become transparent gradually, so that the animation of the mechanism can be more intuitive. Click Appearance to create an appearance keyframe, adjust the transparency, and ZW3D will automatically calculate and generate an animation of the appearance change. For assembly that have already generated an explode animation, we can quickly import the explode animation into the timeline. Now, let's calculate the animation created above and export it to a file. Currently, ZW3D supports exporting to various file formats, such as AVI, MP4, WMV, etc. Before exporting, ZW3D will play the animation automatically. Let's take a look at the animation effect. For different assembly configurations, ZW3D 2025 can quickly reuse the animation settings that have already been generated. By switching to the corresponding configuration and checking the existing animation reuse configuration, we can quickly generate the same animation structure, which is very convenient. ZW3D 2025 has improved the module of animation, which enables users to generate assembly animation more intuitively, easily, quickly to help users assembly design.